Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to discuss some of the question related to the rationalization. And what is the rationalization? In the last sheet, I have just told you rationalization means removing the roots from the denominator. Now, the question is that root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1 is equal to a plus b root 3, and we have to just find the value of the a and b. So for solving such type of problem, what I have to do, I have to rationalize this term. So in the rationalization of the two terms, I told you we have to just multiply with the same term, but the sign between the both the term we have to change. Here the minus sign is there, so we have to just keep the plus sign and we have to multiply to the numerator and denominator both, because if you are going to multiply with the same number to the numerator and denominator, there is no overall change in the fraction. Okay, now so root 3 plus 1 into root 3 plus 1, so here 2 times same thing is going to multiply, so I can write here root 3 plus 1 whole square, and here root 3 minus 1 and root 3 plus 1. It is a minus b and a plus b. The formula of a plus b and a minus b is the a square minus b square. Now I've written a square minus b square, and numerator side root 3 plus 1 whole square. Now this is going to just break in the formula a plus b whole square, the a square plus b square plus 2ab. So root 3 square 3, 1 square 1, and 2 root 3 into 1, that is equal to 2 root 3. Now solving the numerator part, 3 plus 1, that is equals to 4 plus root 3, and denominator is 2. Now taking common from the numerator part, so taking here common 2, so here we have left only 2, here gone 2 out, here only root 3, 2 cancel, here root 3, sorry 2 plus root 3. Now equating this one with the RHS side. Now if you are going to equate both the sides, you'll see the value of a is directly equal to 1, and here the coefficient of root 3 is b, and here the coefficient of root 3 is not here, nothing is there, it means 1 is there. So the value of the b is equals to 1, the a value 2 and b value 1. Now similarly you just solve these all questions. Now another question, simplify root 5 by 3, root 5 minus 3 plus root 5 minus 3 and root 5 plus 3. Now for simplifying this question, you have to just rationalize both the terms separately. So here this is going to rationalize with the same rationalizing factor, but you have to change the sign. Here minus sign is there, so I just multiply with the plus sign, and here the plus sign is there, so I just multiply with the negative sign. Okay, now this again converted to a plus b whole square, and this is the a square minus b square. Same formula I have written again here, and here same thing only, a minus b whole square and a square minus b square. Now this is going to expand a plus b whole square. So root 5 square 5, root 3 square 3, and 2ab. So 2 into root 5 into root 3, that is called root 15. And here 5 root 5 square 5 and root 3 square 3. And here again same thing, a minus b square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So a square plus b square minus 2ab formula. Now simplifying this side, 5 plus 3 8 plus 2 root 15 and 5 minus 3 2. 5 plus 3 8 minus 2 root 15. Now taking the LCM in both the equation, 2 and 2 same, adding here 8 plus 2 root 15 plus 8 minus 2 root 15, plus 2 root 15 and minus 2 root 15 is going to be cancel out, 8 that is equals to 16 by 2. Simplifying, we have got 8. So after simplifying this term, we have got the value is equals to 8. Likewise, you can simplify these three questions. In the last video, I have just explained you about the rationalization, and I have just explained the rationalization in the denominator, but actually rationalization can be also done in the numerator part also. It just depends upon the need of the question. So in the single question, I am going to explain how you can rationalize the denominator also and how you can rationalize the numerator separately. Suppose one question is root 2 minus 1 by root 2 plus 1. If you wanted to rationalize the denominator, you have to multiply with the same term which is present in the denominator, but you have to change the sign. Root 2 plus 1 is there, so I have to just multiply with the root 2 minus 1 in the numerator and denominator part. Now you see root 2 minus 1 and root 2 minus 1. Then this can be written as root 2 minus 1 whole square, and this can be written as root 2 whole square minus 1 whole square. In the formula, this one is the a plus b and a minus b formula. Now root 2 minus 1 can be written as a minus b whole square, so a square plus b square minus 2ab, and in the denominator part a square minus b square. So above part is the 2 plus 1 3 minus 2 root 2 and 2 minus 1 1. So while rationalizing the denominator, I have got 3 minus 2 root 2 by 1. Now if you wanted to rationalize the numerator part, So I have to multiply with the same number which is present in the numerator, the same term, but you have to change the sign as the rule. See, root 2 minus 1, so I have to just multiply with the root 2 plus 1 with the numerator and denominator. And next process is, you know how you can do it. So you can just rationalize the denominator or the numerator. It just depends upon the need of the question. Okay, now I'm going to explain the another type of question. Suppose if x value is given to you 3 plus root 8 and you wanted to find the value of the x square plus 1 by x square. So for solving such type of problem, what we have to do, whatever the given part is there, x equal to 3 plus root 8, I have just explained, assume as a equation 1. Now, after reciprocal of this one number, x can be written as 1 by x and this can be written as 1 by 3 plus root 8. Now, in this question, I am going to use the rationalization of the denominator part. So now rationalizing the denominator part. So here you see the denominator is a 3 plus root 8. So I can just write here 3 minus root 8 and just same 3 minus root 8, because I told you in the rationalization of the denominator we have to write the same rationalizing term, but we have to change the sign. Okay, now the numerator part will 3 minus root 8, and here you can use the formula a plus b and a minus b. This will give you a square minus b square. Above part we have to leave as it is, 3 minus root 8, and bottom we can write 3 square 9 and root 8 square 8. And after that 9 minus 8, that will be given you as a 1. Either you write or don't write, doesn't have any meaning. Now, whatever you wanted to find, for that what we are going to do, we are going to simplify the given equation only. Now, x square plus 1 by x square can be written as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2. Now, x square plus 1 by x square is, I have written x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2. Why I have written this one like this one, that I am going to explain here. See here. If you wanted to expand x plus 1 by x whole square in the formula a plus b whole square, we know the formula a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this can be written as a square to x square 1 by x square, that can be written 1 by x whole square, and plus 2ab. The 2a value is the x and b value is the 1 by x. Now x and 1 by x is going to cancel out. X square same, 1 by x square same. This has been cancelled here 2, and plus 2 and minus 2 are going to cancel out. What you will left here, x square plus 1 by x square. So 1 square x square plus 1 by x square, I have written y in this form. I hope you understand. Now, using the same equation, now what I'm going to do, x value and 1 by x value we have just already find it out. One from the given question only, and one we have just find out by after the reciprocal of that number and using the rationalization. So x value is here 3 plus root 8, and 1 by x, after rationalization we have find here 3 minus root 8. So 3 minus root 8. So here root 8 plus root 8 and minus root 8 cancel out each other. Now 3 plus 3, 6 whole square and minus 2. 6 whole square, 36 minus 2. 36 square, 36 minus 2, that is a 34. So therefore the value of the x square plus 1 by x square is 34. Similarly, you can find the value, similarly you can solve the another question. I'm just giving you the question, x is equals to 2 plus root 3. You have to find the value of the x cube plus 1 by x cube. And for solving this question, I'm just giving you a hint also. You can use the formula a cube plus b cube, that is equals to a plus b, and in the bracket a square plus b square minus ab. Now in this part, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add plus 2ab and subtracting minus 2ab. If you are going to add or subtract the same number on a given equation, it do not going to change the overall equation. That is why now a square plus b square plus 2ab, I can write here a plus b whole square, and minus ab minus 2ab, I can write here minus 3ab. Now on this formula you can solve this one. X value, how you a value will become the x value, and when you are going to find the 1 by x, that will give you the value of the b. Now you can easily find out this the whole ये जो आपका सॉल्यूशन है, इसको मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा आपके नेक्स्ट पार्ट में, जो कि पॉलिनोमियल चैप्टर है. नाउ सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. x इक्वल टू 2 प्लस रूट 3, फाइंड द वैल्यू x plus 1 by x, x square plus 1 by x square, x cube plus 1 by x cube. In the same question, find all these three and your concept will be clear. I'm going to discuss some question regarding the roots, and these are the very important questions. Generally, when the students used to see the roots and some powers in the question, they are very much afraid of that one. But actually it is not very much difficult. It is very easy. If you understand the basic concept, the rules, it will be like a game for you and you can easily solve the questions. Okay, today I'm going to just solve one question regarding the roots. First of all, I'm going to tell you what the question is, that It is here the fifth root x to the power 4, fourth root x to the power cube, cube root x to the power 2, and square root of x. So we have to just simplify this one. So when you wanted to solve such type of question, when there are so many roots are there, don't be afraid. Just use the simple concept whatever you have learned. So okay, so in the last video clip I have just told you one rule was that कि nth root of x that I can write as a x to the power 1 by n. When we are going to remove the root, whatever the number is there, we are going to write here that one only. So nth root of x, we can write x to the power 1 by n. Now, so for solving such type of question, we have to start solving from the inside, means the inside. So you see here the question, you can see that square root of x is there. If I am going to remove this one, I can write x to the power 1 by 2. Okay, now see here. Initially, whatever the question was that I have written the same. Here what I have done, here square root was there. So I have just removed the square root. I can write x to the power 1 by 2. Now, what the concept we know that when the bases are same, we have to add the powers. So here power is 2 and here power is 1 by 2. And they are inside the same root. That's why we are using the 2 plus 1 by 2. After adding, we have got here 5 by 2. So x to the power 2 plus x to the power 1 by 2. I can write here x to the power 5 by 2. Now see here it is cube root of x to the power 5 by 2. So same process again we are going to do here. If you are going to remove this root, I can write here x to the power 5 by 2, and removing this cube root, I can write here 1 by 3. Now you know that when two powers are in the consecutive multiply, we can directly multiply the powers. So 5 into 1, that is a 5, and 3 into 2, that is equal to 6. So initially whatever the question was that I have written the same here. So here x to the power cube dot means simply multiply here, and x to the power 5 by 6. Again you see the bases are same, so we have to add the powers. So 3 plus 5 by 6. Here I have just added up 3 plus 5 by 6. After taking the LCM, we have got here 23 by 6. So x to the power 23 by 6. Again the same process. Here fourth root is there, so I can write x to the power 23 by 6, and removing this fourth root, I can write here 1 by 4. Multiplying the numerator part, 23 into 1, that is the 23, and 6 into 4, 24. Now the same process, see here the bases are same, just add the powers. So 4 plus 23 by 24. So I just added up 4 plus 23 by 24. After taking the LCM and solving, we have got here 119 by 24. So I can, after adding, I can write x to the power 119 by 24, and here the fifth root. If I am going to remove this fifth root, I can write here x to the power 119 by 24 into 1 by 5 here. Now same thing, multiply the numerator part and denominator part. 119 into 1, 119, and 24 into 5, that is 120. So after simplifying this question, we have got here x to the power 119 by 120. So it is very easy solution. So just solve this question yourself only, and without seeing the solution. If you feel any confusion, then you see the solution. And I'm just giving you one more question so that you can practice this type of question. Now I'm going to tell you some more question. See here. We have to do the simplify here. X to the power L by x to the power m whole to the power 1 by lm, x to the power m, x to the power n whole to the power 1 by mn, x to the power n, x to the power L whole to the power 1 by NL. Now we have to simplify. Now what the basic concept we know that if the bases are same and they are in the division, so we are just subtracting the power. So this term can be written as x to the power L minus m. Here L power, here m. So L minus m we are writing. Now outside the power is 1 by Lm. Same thing we are going to do x to the power m and x to the power n. Bases are same, division. So I can write here x to the power m minus n and whole to the power 1 by mn. Here same thing I have done here, x to the power n by x to the power L. So I can write here x to the power n minus L and whole to the power 1 by NL. Now when the power are in the consecutive multiply, so directly multiply. So here nothing is there, means denominator is 1. So numerator is multiply with the numerator and denominator is multiply with the denominator. So L minus m into 1, L minus m, and denominator is 1 and 1 into Lm. So Lm, same thing here, m minus n into 1, that is m minus n, and 1 into mn only. And here n minus L into 1, n minus L, and denominator is 1 multiply with the NL. Now you see the bases are same. So we know the concept that when the bases are same, we have to add the powers. So I've written here x plus L minus m by Lm plus m minus n by mn plus n minus L by NL. Now we have to add the power. Here generally student used to confuse that how we are going to add the powers. So it is very simple. Whatever you have learned in the class 5, 6, how to take the LCM and just add it, same thing we are going to do. Here you see LM is there, MN is there, and NL is there. So we have to take the LCM of these three. So simply whatever we are knowing, so we are writing the LCM method only. Here is the C, LM, here MN, and here NL. So first I am going to just divide with the L. So here going to divide with the L, so L will cancel, only M is left. Here L is not there, so we have to write the same term only, MN. And here divide NL, cancel out L, we have to write here N. Now going to divide with the M. M cancel 1, here M cancel only N, and here M is not there, so we have to write the same term N only. Now divide with the N. So here already 1, N divided 1, N divided 1. All are 1, 1. Then what we do at the last LCM? We are just multiplying this one. So L into M into N, we have got LMN. So the LCM of LM, MN and NN are LMN. Now, since you see the LM is there, so here LM is there, so we have to multiply with the N with this term only, the N into L minus M. Again you see here MN is there, so M into N. What is left here? L. So we have to multiply L with this term only, the L into M minus N. Now here NL is there, so N and L. What is left? M. So we have to multiply M with N minus L. I've written here M bracket N minus L. Now multiply here N into L, NL minus NM, here LM minus LN, and here M into N, MN, and M in minus L, the minus ML. Now you see that this plus LN and here minus LN going to cancel out. Here minus NM and here plus MN going to cancel out each other. Plus LN and minus ML going to cancel out each other. So you see in the numerator part all the term are going to be cancelled. So what will be left here? Only 0, 0, and 0 by LMN. We know that if 0 is going to divide with the any number, that will be 0 only. And in previous video clip I told you that any number to the power is always equal to 1. So after simplifying this, we have got that value is equals to 1. Use the same concept, solve this question. I've written here then x to the power p, x to the power q, whole to the power p plus q, x to the power q, x to the power r, whole to the power q plus r, and x to the power r, x to the power p, whole to the power r plus p. And second question is that a to the power minus 1 and a to the power minus 1 plus b to the power minus 1 plus a to the power minus 1 and a to the power minus 1 minus b to the power minus 1. Just simplify this. Now I'm going to discuss the third type of question. In this type of question, we have to just find the value of the x. I hope this type of question you might have solved in the class 8, so it will be very easy for you to just solve. We are going to use the basic concept of that only, whatever we have learned. So here see x to the power x to the power 3x multiply with the x to the power 2x divided by x to the power x, and here the fourth root of 3 to the power 20. So we know that when the bases are same, just add the power. The 3x and 2x are going to be added. The 3x and 2x denominator I am leaving as same it is. Now the same concept, whatever the root is there, we can write whole to the power 1 by that only. The fourth root of 3 to the power 20, I can write here 3 to the power 20 whole to the power 1 by 4. Now next step, after adding we have got here 5x and denominator is 3x, and this is going to be multiplied consecutive to 20 by 1 into 1 by 4. This is going to be cancelled by 5 times. So here 3 to the power 5. And you know that when the bases are same, we have to just subtract the power. So 5x minus x, we have got here 4x. Now you see both the side in the equal to sign, LHS side and RHS side. Both the side, the bases are same. So we have to just equate the powers only. So 4x equal to 5. If you wanted to find the value of x, bring the 4 this side, gone in division, 5 by 4. Therefore, the value of x is how much? 5 by 4. On the basis of similar concept, you can solve some more question I have just given over here, and you can solve some more question in the exercise. Thank you.